Hi. How y'all doing? It's me. We are here to talk about something special. It's real. It's really real. Why is my air on? I don't know. It's here. We're going to talk about the new pen name. New pen name. We're going to talk about this 552 pages, and it's only the first book in a 5-book series. This and the final book. Well, the final book is the longest, but this is the longest one. What had happened is this is a million words. A million words. 3 years of my life, a million words. Actually, it's like a million and then like a couple thousand. But first one of the series is 200,000 words. The second book is 300,000. The last book makes up the rest at about 512,000, I think. So what is going to happen is, because I cannot print a book that long, I have split up the second book and the third book. It was supposed to actually. All right, let's just talk about it. It was supposed to be one big book. It is a mosaic, which means that every single chapter starts over from another character's POV. It isn't written in third person. It spans the course of 100, 100 years. So it goes from 1920 to 2020. Um, And it was, like I said, it was supposed to be one book. The book kept growing and growing. For those of you just joining us, we were talking about my new release, The Last Freak Show, by a new pen name. We'll get to that in a second. Check your stream is it's monetized. It should be anyways. Thank you, Haley. Hey, Jen, Jordan, all y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in. So I started writing it, and it became very clear right off the bat that it was just going to be way too long to print one book. So I made it a 3-book series. And then I realized the limitations of it just kept growing. So we are I was surprised when it thumped on my doormat. Yeah. So it just kept going and kept going. The important part about this book is, yes, it is a 5-book series. All the books are going to be well over 400 pages long. But at the same time, there's no unneeded details. That was my number one goal here. If I was going to write a long story, I didn't want anything that was going to be superfluous, anything that was going to not push the narrative forward. So every single line of these books is important. It is like I said, it's a mosaic. Also, it is I don't want to call it a generational family saga, but it is about this found family, all these people coming together. None of them are blood related. Throughout the years, more people join, and some of them are related, but mostly it's found family. And it is about outcasts among outcasts, the people who work and live and man the attractions. All these people are from the outside. They don't even fit in with other outcasts. Um, it is the title comes from the world famous geek show that is part of the carnival. Um, they in the story itself, they don't call it a freak show, but the reasoning behind the title will become obvious by the last book. It's all explained. I am very, very proud of this, and I thought I would go live and chat with y'all, and let you guys and talk about the book some. If you guys got any questions or anything, but mostly I'm just here to promote this. It is a Monday at 12:45. I don't think we're gonna have a whole lot of people in here, but I will re-upload this live once we're done. I'll probably be here for about an hour, so you guys have my attention for an hour and 45 minutes. I am very nervous about this stream. just because, I haven't streamed in a while. And I told you guys before that this channel is going to completely turn into just me pushing this book. Now let's talk about the pin name. The pin name is another one of the names. This one comes from, there's a bunch of important history behind it that I'm not going to get into, but I've been setting this one up for a while. Those people who read my mother's obituary thought they had found my real name. And those people who read my mother's obituary will see this name and go, oh, he's finally using his real name. That is not the case. Sorry to have tricked you, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm here to talk about the book. The I think the important part is what's really going to sell this book to people is that it is about people who do not feel comfortable with a lot of people. People who feel like they have been cast aside, people who feel unwanted, people who feel unloved. And to push that home, the biography or the about me for this one says S.E. Johnson is an outcast among outcasts, trying to find people who feel the same. You are not alone, you are loved, and the world needs you. There's a lot of drama. Okay, let's talk about genre. This is not a horror novel. This is it covers everything. I mean, you can't really I don't think you can write a horror novel this long and it be horrifying all the way throughout. It does have horror elements, future books more so than the early books. It is magical realism, fabulism, all of that stuff. So you're going to have supernatural powers, supernatural things. There's gods. There's all different kinds of stuff in this book. But the main focus is the freak show itself, or the geek show, as they call it in the book. Once again, by the final book, you'll understand why I chose the title that I chose. It's an allegory for quite a few things. But yeah, so it starts in 1920 with a character named Father Time, but time is spelled like the herb, so Thyme. And then it jumps to Mother Nurture instead of Mother Nature. Uh, and then the third chapter is from the POV of Psy, the only living Cyclops. The fourth chapter is from Bobble's point of view. He calls himself the human bobblehead, and he is a young man with a he's a hydrocephalic, I believe is how you pronounce it. So he has a massive cranium, and he gets pushed around the carnival in a wheelbarrow by his own choice. And then the last one is a bearded woman, 600-pound black woman that just naturally grows a beard. Every single character, of course, has their outward uniqueness, but also the uniqueness on the inside, or their powers, or whatever it was, whatever you want to call it. If I were going to try and pitch this, it's the X-Men meets Geek Love by Catherine Dunn. So if that seems interesting to you, definitely pick it out. But this is it. And yes, I don't have any real copies yet. They're on their way, but it says not for resale. If you buy this on Amazon, it's not going to come with this stupid bar on it. But this is what the book looks like. And when all 5 books are printed, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll all be different colors. The title, the design of the title is hand drawn by Ashley R. Guillory, I believe is how you pronounce her name. And she did the design. It's a house on fire with the circus train around it. And then around here, you have the time, Father Time, Thyme. And then on the back, you have, I don't know if you can see it very well here, you have a grave with time growing out of it. And all of this is just happens in the first chapter. So that's what you're craving the next one. Thank you for reading it already, Jimmy. I appreciate you doing that and leaving me a review. I really, really do. Hey, Ishmael, how you doing? Kobe, how you doing? Call me Ishmael. I know you. I know you. Anytime I see you, I know you. I miss you so much. Good to see you again. Good to see you too. Thank you for the support, Haley and everybody else. I want this book to do well, of course. Hey Blue, how you doing? You would you especially would love this. In fact, okay, so let's talk about, you're doing well, that's good. Let's talk about the blurbs I got and how they come into play. I already spoke with everyone who gave a blurb, and they said I could name drop them. Well, of course I can, because I put their blurbs on my book, but we're going to talk about that next. Give me a second. I want to turn this air off. Okay. Will there be a hardcover at some point? There will be a limited, possibly by, and Blue's in here, but Blue might not know anything about this, but we're going to get to that in a second. There might be one from Thunderstorm. There might be one from Cemetery Dance. I don't know. Currently, Richard Chismar, Brian Freeman, and Charles Arday from Hard Case Crime are currently reading the book. So I don't know. Oh, it's definitely your jam, Blue. I promise you. I promise you. It is definitely your jam. Okay, so let's put this. Sorry, Colton. Let's got to go up there. Okay. So actually, I want to read I have them on my phone, so I'll just read them. The first blurb I got is from a good friend of mine. We've been friends since 2021. Sorry. I know you guys have heard me talk about my director friend, and all the stuff that was going on with, the writer strike, and how, sorry, I got a bit of bronchitis too. How the writer's strike affected everything regarding my big project, and this is pretty much what it is. Not pretty much, it is what it is. Josh Boone, the director of The Fault in Our Stars, the adaptation of John Green's book, he reached out to me in 2021 and he said, "Hey, I'm thinking about adapting a certain author and I wanted your input about it." And I was like, holy shit. Okay. At first, I didn't think it was real. You get an email from someone from Hollywood and, you're kind of like skeptical. But he said something else in there, which I won't repeat, that made me believe him. He left his phone number. I called him and we've been friends, really, really good friends ever since. He's a huge Stephen King fan. Of course, he's done The Stand. Let's see here. He was one of the producers and he directed, I think, the first and last episode of the newest Stand reboot. He is going to be making a TV adaptation of this series. So I can't put it up there yet because it's not funded, but it will have the little sticker soon to be, or now, a television adaptation or whatever. So this is what Josh Boone had to say about it. If John Irving and Stephen King collaborated on a century-spanning American epic while channeling Ray Bradbury's ghost, this is the book you would get. S.E. Johnson is an absolutely dazzling, virtuoso storyteller who has planted his flag with this hugely imaginative, tender, and bruising saga of the Cortez family carnival, sure to be discovered and championed as an absolute classic. Oh, thank you, Ty. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks, J Rod. I'm okay, guys. I'm getting over it, and that's why I can talk now. I like how you signed off as E at the back of the book. I had to. Well, here's the thing. I told you guys that there was an issue. The reason why I killed the Lorn name. I told you guys there was an issue. Boone, Josh, whatever you want to call him, was uncomfortable with the betting of boys. He was uncomfortable with the book being out there. He's still uncomfortable with it. So I just decided to go with a pin name for this one. The thing is, I was talking to him the other day and he said, "Why don't you make a video about it?" And I said, "I thought you didn't want to be connected with Lorn." He goes, whatever you can do to sell the book, because the better the book sells, the easier the adaptation is going to be to make or get funded. Oh, Haley, you're fine. The main thing right here is I need reviews as much as I need sales. I need people to feel comfortable buying the book. I need people to feel comfortable, feel like, they're getting into something, because it's a brand new pen name, unknown. And so everyone who reads Lorn You're going to enjoy this book. You probably enjoy it even more than Lorn stuff because it's not very commercial. But it is more commercial than, the Lorn stuff. The Lorn stuff was always meant to be experimental, to put things out there that pushed boundaries. This one isn't so much about pushing boundaries. It's more thematic. It's more heartfelt, and it's a big family that has its ups and downs, its trials, its tribulations, all the stuff that they go through, how they band together, how they fall apart. All of that stuff is in here, and like I said, it takes a course over 100 years. I'm talking about The Last Freak Show, my new book for anyone just joining us. Another thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be uploading the audiobook myself. I'm going to be reading it here on the channel for free. If you're a member, you will get it a week early. But if you're not a member, and it doesn't matter, I'm just throwing that up there because I have members anyways. So I'm giving them a week in advance. I will be reading the audiobook myself. I've been reading the series to my wife, and she mentioned how much she liked the voices that I was doing. So I will be doing that. Hey King, how you doing? So I will be reading the book. Uh Anything else before I get to the next blurb? I don't think so. Again, for those of you just joining us, we're talking about The Last Freak Show by me, under a new pen name, S.E. Johnson. You can't wait for the Bible voiceover. What the fuck you talking about? That's Bobble. Bobble cusses constantly. Luckily, he's the fourth chapter in the book, which is something like 400 pages into the book. So it's a while before that. All right, so the next one, Josh Boone reached out to Douglas Clegg and asked him to read the book, possibly give a blurb. Clegg had a lot of nice things to say about it that I can't repeat here because it was private conversation. But he was very impressed and decided to give me a blurb, and this is the blurb he gave me. Prepare to board the runaway train of The Last Freak Show as it speeds through an American century with a wonderful and lunatic troupe of misfits and oddities, and the human spirit in all its absurd beauty. A huge, sprawling, yet cohesive page turner, S.E. Johnson's epic is at turns brilliant, hilarious, heartbreaking, disturbing, and constantly surprising. This is no sideshow. The Last Freak Show is the real deal, the big top, the main event. Douglas Clegg, author of Neverland and The Hour Before Dark. If you have not read Clegg, I highly recommend you do. He's a damn good author. My favorite book from him is Breeders. So if you want to check him out, go ahead. But yeah, that's what he had to say about The Last Freak Show. The last one is another good friend of mine, Daniel Barnett. He's the author of the Nightmare Land Chronicles, which right now is a 6-book series. He had this to say: part generational found family mosaic, part magical realism reservoir, and a little bit of everything else. The Last Freak Show is a big book, big in scope, big in character, biggest of all in heart. Grab your ticket. Grab your tickets. Johnson's debut is one show that's worth the price of admission. There are going to be 5 books in all. Yeah, I agree, J Rod. There's going to be 5 books in all. You have the first one, Flame and Fortune. Okay. Oh, the power just blinked. Please don't go out. If I disappear, I'll be back when it comes back on. Are we still good? Can you guys hear me? See me? All that stuff? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. So the first book is called Flame and Fortune. The second book is Masks and Magic. The third one is Vices and Vengeance. The fourth one is Soil and Sideshows. And the last one is Rubes and Ruin. So that's what you have to look forward to. It is I guess you'd call it historical fantasy with fabulism, magical realism, all that stuff in it. It is a fantasy book though. So for anybody who enjoys fantasy, this is the book for you. It has magic, it has battles, it has all different kinds of stuff, but it is set in contemporary America. So you have from 1920 all the way to 2020. Well, they're not all just planned out. They're done. I've written them all. They are all, in fact, the second book is going to editing in the next week. They will be out every December, between this year and I guess 2029. So 2024 is Flame and Fortune. 25 is Mask and Magic. 26 is Vices and Vengeance. Uh, 27 is Soil and Sideshows, and then 2028, December 2028 will be Rubes and Ruin. It sounds great. I can't wait to get to know the characters. Oh, I think. Oh, Ty, I meant to tell you this over on Discord. There's a lot of fire in this one, and there is a section where a person is set on fire. Fire is a big theme here, so go into that with that trigger warning. Yeah, you saw the. I know, but it's a big part. That's why it's called Flame and Fortune. And I'm sorry I didn't warn you beforehand. But anyways, so of course I need sales, but the main thing is I need reviews. I have two right now, one from Jimmy and one from Josh. So have you got any other books coming out before the next Freak Show book? Yes, Lorn has a new book coming out this summer called Lady Falls. That one's been written. It's been up on my Patreon for ages. But anyways, Masks and Magic is already it's waiting on editing. So once the editor can get to it, get it cleaned up, but it won't be out until next December. So yeah, Lady Falls is finally coming. Lady Falls used to be called The Moistening. Now it's called Lady Falls. I even have a cover for it. I'll post it up on. Hang on. I'll post it on. I'll post it on the Discord. Let's see here. Actually, I need to change the. Uh, I need to change the byline because I was originally going to publish it under Ward Nerdlow's name, but that name didn't do anything. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Add a picture. I had to scroll way down here. It's been a while since I did the cover. All right. Okay, that's been posted. Rugs back and give honey and lemon tea. Yeah, I had some already. Thank you. I'll be fine. It's been 12 years. But if I need to, I'll put the book down. Yeah, definitely. All right, so I just posted the cover for Lady Falls up on Discord. It is not safe for work. The version I'm posting on Amazon is going to have a black circle over the naughty part in on the cover. And in that it'll say a novel. But that one's 125,000 words, so it's gonna be over 400 pages. I hope we one day see Chad in your book too. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, the moistening. Yes. That's what it used to be called. All right. So again, those of you just joining us, we are doing the last Freak Show. We are talking about this, my new release under the pen name S.E. Johnson. So many words, yes. I seem to only be able to write books this size now. I don't know what happened. I used to write 50K novels, and now I can't seem to finish a book under 100,000 words. I have two more books that I'm working on that will be coming out under the Johnson name. That is How to Burn a Witch and Arrow. Those two will be released in the summers between Freak Show releases. So you got this one coming out. It's already out. Sorry, go buy it. Please go buy it. Yeah, the link's down there in the doobly doo, by the way. Yeah, How to Burn a Witch. Yeah. Hey, Zeely. How you doing? So you have this one. This one is already out. Came out December something. It's already out. Um, then you have Lady Falls is coming out under the Lorn name this summer. Next winter, next December, you are getting the last Freak Show Masks and Magic. And then the summer after that, you're getting How to Burn a Witch. And then that winter, you're going after Lady Falls, you're going to get wait a second. No. Flame and Fortune, last Freak Show Flame and Fortune. Lady Falls in summer of 25. December of 25, you're getting Masks and Magic, which is book 2. Then let's see here. Summer of 26, you're getting How to Burn a Witch. Then that winter, you're getting the third Freak Show book, Vices and Vengeance. Then you're getting Arrow the next summer. Then you're getting the fourth book in the series that winter. And then the next summer, I'll have something else out. And then we'll wrap up the Freak Show series in 2028. Hey, Kat, how you doing? I missed y'all too. But yeah, I'm here to pimp and promote this, The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1, Flame and Fortune. Sorry for the coughing. I have bronchitis. I'm getting over it. I'm fine. Y'all don't have to wish me well. It's okay. I know y'all want to, but it's okay. Thank you, Zeely. I need reviews. I cannot stress this enough. I need reviews. The main reason I need reviews, it isn't about, really, well, it is about promotion, but certain outlets will not let me do an ad for the book. Like, I believe BookBub requires you to have 50 reviews. So yeah, I need reviews. We will wish you well, and you will accept our love. I know, but you've already done it. You've already wished me well. So I'm so proud of you. This is absolutely fantastic and so inspiring. Thank you, Haley. I am insanely proud of this book, to the point where I am not reading any reviews of it. I normally read my reviews. Of course, I never respond, but I'm not reading any reviews of it because it doesn't matter. This book, this series is fucking amazing. I put everything I have into this. It's the last 3 years of my life has been nothing but this. So, Beaver Lord. I'm sorry, J Rod. Thank you. Thank you for being proud of me, but calling me Beaver Lord is the connotations of that one. But for those of you just joining, the Last Freak Show is a 5-book series. It is a mosaic novel series, so every single chapter is from a different POV. It takes place over the course of 100 years, from 1920 to 2020. And everything that comes along with historical fiction, historical fantasy. It has horror, it has drama, it has romance, it has all the stuff that you want. Maybe even a little erotica in there for those of you who like that kind of thing. There's science fiction, fantasy, every single possible genre. Every single genre is in this book. So no matter what you like to read, it's in there. I promise you. A panoramic novel. That's okay. I'm gonna start calling it a panoramic novel, Ishmael. Because yeah, I personally have never read a mosaic series. I've never read that. So that's why I did it. There is a dog, and yes, the all animals, you got elephants, you got gorillas, they have a petting zoo. So, the carnival has a petting zoo. The whole story revolves around the Cortez family carnival, and all the people who join over the years. Once again, there's magic, there are gods, there's all different kinds of stuff in this series. If you can name it, it's in here. Uh, who is petting the gorilla? Mother Nurture is. In fact, you get to read it in her chapter. It's all in there. It's all in there. But the gorilla isn't part of that petting zoo, J Rod. Hello, Aoife. How you doing? But anyhow, let me read you the opening. And the opening is also the description on Amazon. The book is designed by Todd Kiesling, so he did all the formatting for the book. This is what she looks like. This is what it looked like. All right. But Ashley R. Guillory designed the cover. This I actually did this. I did the spine placement and the back, but all of the artwork is Ashley's. All of the artwork is Ashley's. All this is Ashley's. Ashley hand drew this and did the entire cover, but I set up the spine and the back with her artwork. But Ashley actually owns the design for this. So if I put it on t-shirts or anything, or stickers or anything like that, she gets a cut. All right. I like how it's thick, but not heavy. I don't know how you did that. The art is amazing. Thank you. So I have no control over what kind of paper is used for this. So I don't know. It's really easy to read. It sits really nicely. It's like the perfect size. I don't know. But if you want a book to get lost in, this is a book to get lost in. Everyone who I talk to says it's a very, very fast read, even though it's 552 pages. Also, it being a mosaic novel, every chapter is about the length of a novella or a novel. Mostly it's novels, but the first 2 chapters are novella length. There's one person who read it who finished the entire book in under 12 hours. So for those of you just joining, I see the people coming in. For those of you just joining us, the link is down there in the doobly-doo. This is The Last Freak Show by me. That last chapter, the last chapter is novel length. So size chapter. What would be better for you? Probably the physical. I make more money off the physical. I try to keep the ebook relatively sane as far as pricing. So I don't make as much money off of the ebook, but the paperback I make, $4 or $5 off of. And I really want people to have these on their shelves because they're going to look nice together. This is the first book in the series. They will be out every December between now and 2028. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. And if you guys want, you can email me at edwardlorn@gmail.com and I will send you a book plate with my signature. I'm having them made, but if you want them, I'm just going to put them in an envelope and send them out. So if you're in the UK, if you're in, Pakistan, it doesn't matter. I can get you a book plate. I'm reading as we speak and just got to the Scottish person. Yeah, Clay. So on top of all the characters I already talked about, you have Father Time. Also, there is loads of queer representation, LGBTQIA. One of the main characters, the very first character that you come across in the book is intersex. You don't read a whole lot of books about people who are intersex. So I wanted to put that in there. No, they are not a member of the Geek Show. They are not put on display or anything like that. They actually, spoilers, but they have a major role in the book. So it's not just somebody that I just threw in there and forgot about. You'll be requesting one? Hell yeah. I'm reading as we speak. Yeah. So in the first book, you follow Father Time, Thyme, like the herb, Mother Nurture. These are the POV characters. You have Father Time, Mother Nurture, Psy, the world's only living Cyclops, Bobble, the human bobblehead. He's a hydrocephalic young man who gets transported around the carnival in a wheelbarrow. And the last one is Trixie, the bearded woman. She's a 600-pound black woman that grows natural facial hair. She also has some other gifts. In the second one, you get to meet a magician, a clown, but who Jordan or Solvents is talking about is Clay. Clay is a dwarf. He's also a sword swallower who swallows a claymore. So the super long swords, he can make the whole thing disappear into his mouth. So the sword is twice as long as he is tall, but somehow he can make it. That's the kind of thing you're going to experience in here. A bunch of weird fantasy driven stuff. But mostly this story is about heart and connection and society in general, people coming together and and finding their family. It's a found family mosaic. It puts more emphasis on the family we find usually is better for us than our own blood family. I love it. Sounds so fun. Oh, it is. It's hella fun. There's going to be a lot of tears, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of stuff like that. But I believe every page of this book is worth it. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Ugh. But yeah, the last chapter alone is longer than most of Edward Lorn's books. It's 75,000 words. So either that or 65,000. I can't really remember. But the last chapter alone is like 200 pages, I think. It goes from... No, it's not. Hang on. It goes from page 393 to page 537. But yeah, the last chapter alone. They have sub chapters, Ty, so don't worry about it. There are natural places to take a break. Yeah, well, the entire book, Ty, the entire story is 1,000,000 words long. 1,000,000 words long. First book is 200,000 words. The second book, which I'm having to cut in half, is 300,000 words. And the last book, which I'm also cutting in kind of in half, is 500,000 words. So yeah, 1,000,000 words. Yes, yeah. Is it any wonder that it took me, as fast as I write, it took me 3 years to write this, and that was writing it pretty much every single day. Every single day I wrote on this. Sometimes I'd write on stream, I just wouldn't show it. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate it, and hopefully either Cemetery Dance or Thunderstorm picks it up. But this is what I'm doing today. For those of you just joining us, I have a new book out. It's called The Last Freak Show. I'm writing under the pen name S.E. Johnson. There will be more Lorn books too. You're getting a Lorn book this summer. If you're a member of my Patreon, you're getting it for free. Let's see here. But yeah. So if you're just joining us, go out and buy this. The link is down there in the doobly-doo, please. If you buy the paperback copy, then I will send you a book plate with a signature on it that you can then stick to this page. All right, I left this area open right here on purpose, so you can stick it right here. It's got my signature on it. You can request one of those at my email address, edwardlorn@gmail.com. Hey, Patrick Bateman. Oh, Lord. Anyone that comes in here under... anyways, keep an eye on Patrick. Anyone who comes in here as a celebrity or a character usually has something foul to say. Am I a member? You are now. Hey, Retrospective. I appreciate it. Wait, is that Sean? No. It is Sean Ford. I didn't read the whole comment. I was like, I know that person. I know that person. Oh, it's bookable. Careful, bookable. Careful. Because I literally tend to block anybody like on site that has a celebrity name, because there's one douchebag running around who just like, it would be like, I'm Stephen King, I'm Dean Koontz, I'm James Patterson, that kind of thing. One of my trolls. Anywho, but yeah, go get the book. Go get the book. Link is down there in the doobly-doo. Please go get the book. If you fucks with me, fuck with me, folks. If you fuck with me, fucks with me. No problem, Bookable. But next time, let me know up front. If you change your name again, be like, hey, this is Bookable. Request sent. Thank you, J-Rod. Thank you. And I'm still working on, because they're going to be stickers. I also need to get Ashley's permission to put this on it. So people know, I know it says The Last Freak Show right here, but I want something other than just my signature down here. Are you returning videos? Oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. I'm sorry. I know, American Psycho. Y'all give me a second. You just give me a second to process the joke. Good job, J-Rod. Good job. Glad to see you're back. Well, I'm kind of back. Anyone who will notice there, the comment section is turned off because I'm going to be using this channel completely, completely to promote this book now. That's it. No more reviews, anything like that. It's just completely to sell this book. And I'm gonna do ads and all that stuff. Hopefully, you guys see this stuff everywhere. But I will be doing the audiobook for free. Members will get it a week before everyone else. But I'll be reading the audiobook will be posted an hour at a time here on this channel to members only for the first week, and then after that it'll be for you guys. Okay? It's not permanent. Okay. After the week it'll be live. So you don't have to be a member. I'm just trying to offer something to people who are, who have memberships, because there are quite a few people who have memberships just to support me, but it feels wrong not to give you guys stuff. And I told everybody right off the bat when I turned on memberships, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything, but now I want to give something. So if you want to sign up, you'll be able to get this. The first episode will probably drop next Sunday. Not this Sunday coming up, but the next Sunday. And then every week after that. I even have Derek Jones, as some of y'all know from the channel. He's going to be popping in every now and again and reading some of it too. So yeah, that's what. Go get the book. Links down there. Links down there. Go get the book, please. Please. I would like, yeah, I know. Derek's going through his own stuff right now. So yeah, I know. And he misses being there, but he's got a lot of stuff going on right now. So yeah, this is my book. For those of you just joining us, The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson, Book 1, Flame and Fortune. Links down there. Go buy it. Go buy it. What a fab way to start a new year too, with all these amazing books. Thank you. I will, Ty. I will. So happy for me. Thanks, Kat. I'm very happy. In fact, I was just talking to a friend of mine, Wayne Fenlon, the guy who sent me the UK first edition of It. I know you guys have heard me talk about him before. I was just talking to him, and I don't want to tell you what he said, but we got on to the topic of social media, and I am so much happier now that I'm not on any social media except for Discord. TikTok's going away on January 19th. They're banning it. So I won't even be over there anymore. No one will. Yes, I will. I'll tell him. In fact, I'll tell him right now. I'll tell him right now. But also, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, this is going to be made into a television series. We don't know where it's going to be made, but Josh Boone is going to be the producer. He'll probably direct some and write some too. This will be a TV series eventually. It might be after the whole run is done, but he's working on it. He's working on it. All right, let me tell Derek y'all miss him and love him and all that other stuff. All right. So much happier now. He deleted Twitter and TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just I don't know, man. Dude, it's just one of those things. I mean, the way the world is headed, we need more personal interaction now. We do, you know. I tried to find you on Discord, but I couldn't. That's because I turned off my invites. I will send Kat, email me at Edward Lorn, the name of this channel, edwardlorn at gmail.com. Email me there and I will send you a personal link. Okay. Am I the only one who likes arguing on YouTube? I don't. I don't like arguing at all anymore. I used to love it. Put Cousin Earl on YouTube Shorts. Nah. People over here do not like Earl at all. I will tell my friend in Michigan to order the book and send it to me in Iraq. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right. It will take 2 months, but it will be it will be certain. Um, let's see here. I'm trying to think of it. And no, because if I send it from here, shipping is going to be like $75 to $100. I didn't think you could just buy. I was going to say you could just buy it from me, but yeah. Um, I hope you enjoy it when you get it, Ishmael. I wish Amazon doesn't. Hang on. Huh. It doesn't. Okay. I'm sorry. But let's see here. Lately, I just want to learn, read, and write. I'm a curious little gremlin. Yeah, me too. Uh, oh, I don't get a high lazy. Jordan, I don't think lazy saw you. You ain't been saying a whole lot. Imagine in 5 years' time, streaming a video game speed run of the last free show. That would be amazing. You could definitely do it like, especially book two. You could definitely do it like a video game. But Jimmy, this isn't really a spoiler. But if you're interested in the town from the first book, you go there in the second book. We return. So literally everything that you read in this first book has a point, has a purpose. It might feel like, remember, this was all supposed to be one massive book, but it became a million words, and now no one's going to buy a million word book unless it's a medical dictionary. It's not going to happen. Also, they just can't print it. Amazon, I think, caps out at 800 pages. So yeah, this one is 552 pages. The next book's going to be probably 450. The book after that is the same size, so it's going to be 450. The fourth book is going to be about 550, about the size of this one, but the last book is going to be right at the 800 mark. 800 mark. Well, it is my magnum opus, but that usually denotes like the last thing, maybe, or does it? Does magnum opus denote last thing or just the most significant work of my life? Is that what that is? At some point it just doesn't physically work, right? So if this one's 550 pages, the book would literally be this long. That's how big the book would be. No, it doesn't. It means significant, the most significant. I hope this isn't the most significant because I also have other series that I want to put out there. I have Vast, which is my, I guess, epic fantasy novel. I also have Slasher Live, which is 3 books: Slasher Live, Thrill Kill, and but I won't be publishing Slasher Live until after Freak Show is done. Okay, at this point in time. Okay. Yeah, I got Dickens' complete works on Kindle, and it doesn't even load. Legit breaks my Kindle. Yeah, yeah. I've been real busy. Um, I have right now. Hang on. Let me get you an accurate number. All right. Right now, I have 17 novels awaiting publication. It was 18 until this came out. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm promoting The Last Freak Show, my new book. Links down there in the doobly-doo. Please go by. I have 17 novels, 3 different series. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, 17 novels, 3 different series, 2 novellas, and 2 of them tie into this. But this main series, it's not just a cash grab. The parts that I cut and turned into standalone books didn't really fit the narrative. That's why they were removed. So, yeah. But they're still good enough to be published. So, one of my favorite numbers. Yeah. All right, I got your request, J Rod. Super happy you found your writing muse again. I never stopped writing, guys. It was all a matter of I had to work on the stuff that I had written. You know, the views going up again. The viewers are going up again. So if you're just joining us, I have a new book out. It's called The Last Freak Show. New pen name. So it's book 1 of a 5-book series. They'll be coming out every December between now and 2028. Please. Yeah, I'm still doing DoorDash. Still doing DoorDash. Gotta pay the bills until this book takes off. So, the one downside here is I can't put this on Kindle Unlimited. And the reason for that is I have an investor, Josh Boone, and my buddy H funded this book completely because I was broke, still pretty much am broke. They funded this book completely. Josh paid for the cover design, and H paid for everything else. I put some of my money in it too, but it wasn't anywhere near that of the investors. But yeah, I can't give this one away without their permission. So, either that or I would be sending it out on Patreon and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm still doing DoorDash, and this just happens to be one of my days off. Again, the audiobook is coming, but the audiobook will be free here on YouTube. It'll be free on YouTube. Members get it a week before it comes out. Non-members get it the week after. Well, I can't charge on YouTube. I guess I could put it up as members only, but I mean, I only got like 10 members. There's not a whole lot of members here. But also people aren't going to be able to listen to it all at one time. So it's going to be in a playlist. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. And I want to talk about that. There is absolutely no reason why an ebook, no matter how long it is, should be over, I would say, $7. The bigger the file, the more that Amazon charges you to, I think the VAT fee, I don't know what all that's about. But they charge more for bigger files. So that cuts into your profit. But there's no book out there that's worth, and no ebook, because you don't have anything physical. You don't have ownership over it whatsoever. You buy this book, it's your book. You just can't, plagiarize it. It's your book. It's crazy when some Kindle books are the same price, if not more than the physical. It happens a lot. In fact, I saw several books that the ebook was literally cheaper than the hardcover now, because the hardcover was on sale. A lot of YA books are like that, man. The book itself will be $9.99, and then the ebook will be $14.99. Makes no sense whatsoever. Also, this isn't going on sale until the next book comes out. And even then, it'll only be like $1 or $2 off. So keep that in mind. If you're waiting for a sale or you're waiting for this to go free, that is never going to happen. Never going to happen. If you want to read this, you got to pay for it. If you want to listen to it, you can listen to it here, but just tell your friends, let people know, let everybody know. Please talk about this as much as possible. It's my last shot. It's my last hurrah. If this name does not, I'm never going to stop writing, but if this name doesn't take off, I'm done. I'm not going to publish anything else. Beaver Scouts, assemble. I got Holly hardcover on release for less than, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's ridiculous. There's no reason why ebooks should be that expensive. None whatsoever. And I haven't stalked my book numbers in ages. Like I haven't stalked my book numbers since Life After Dane came out. And that was back in 2014. So it's been 10 years since I sat refreshing the sales page, which is kind of ridiculous this time because nobody knows who S.E. Johnson is. Nobody knows who that is. So it's an unknown pin name, and I'm sitting here refreshing thinking I'm going to get sales out of nowhere. But the funny part is it was actually working for a while. I was selling like 2 copies a day. And I believe it was Jimmy who got it before I even announced it. Because he was constantly refreshing and searching the name that I had announced earlier. So I appreciate you, Jimmy. You were my first sale. I know you were. Let's see how many I've sold since stream. 0. No, it doesn't update live. I don't know why I went over there, but it doesn't update live. In fact, I was going to do for every person who got the book, I was going to give like a small prize or something. if you sent me the email with the whatever, but I think it's better since I make more money off of the paperback. I'll just send you guys a free book plate. For those of you joining us, we're talking about The Last Freak Show, my new book, Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flame and Fortune. Also, Jimmy can attest to this. This is a full story. All of the books are a full story. This technically has 5 books in it because it's a mosaic novel, which means that every chapter starts over from a different character's point of view. Takes place over the course of 100 years. But you can every single chapter is its own contained story. Every single book is its own contained story. The entire series is its own contained story. Every single ounce of effort and experience I have as an author went into this series. I promise you, it's good. You will find at least one character that you can either sympathize with, or you're going to see a bit of yourself in there. There are every single type of person in the world is in this book. There are 15 POV characters. So 15 chapters total over 5 books. Okay. 15 POV chapters, over 60. It's a cast of 60 people just in the carnival by itself. That's not counting the outside world. Just in the carnival, you got 60 different characters. 15 POV characters. It is the whole series total is 1,000,000 words long. But it reads quick. You guys know I don't brag about my own stuff. This is worth it. This is worth it. No matter what you read, you will find something in here to enjoy. But yeah, every single chapter has a beginning, middle, and end. Every single book has a beginning, middle, and end. The series as a whole has a beginning, middle, and end. All of that stuff. You have huge epic battle sequences. Not in this first book. Those are coming. You have small town horror. You have loads of comedy. We're dealing with a troupe of performers, so everybody's got jokes. You got drama. You got romance. You got science fiction. You have epic fantasy. You have horror. I already said that. You have a murder mystery in book 2 going into book 3. You have it. There's so much. But this isn't a book filled with big words or a bunch of wordy bullshit. Every line in this book, and this is kind of a hint for those of you that like puzzles, every single line of this book has purpose. It has meaning. It means something. So if you read something and you're like, why the hell did he tell us this? He didn't wrap it up. It's probably coming in a later book. Okay? I am ridiculously proud of this story. Ridiculously proud. This is what I have always wanted to write. This is a type of book that if I were to read it, it would be my favorite book of all time. It is my favorite book of all time. And you guys know me. I don't brag. I try not to promote my own stuff. But this time, the game has changed. This is what we're doing. You're gonna get that here, Haley. You can get small town horror. Cults are in here. You got what is it? Folk fiction. What is it? Folklore. Sorry. All of that stuff. It is indeed good. My favorite book I've read, released in 2024. Second was Small Town Horror by Ronald Malfi. Cool. I liked being on a list with Ronald Malfi. He's great people. He's really, really good. I love his stuff. If you want to say if you want more along the lines of if you like this, you'll like that. If you like Stephen King, you're gonna love this. If you like John Irving, you're gonna love this. If you like Geek Love by Catherine Dunn, you're gonna absolutely just cream your drawers over this one. Just think of Geek Love, but expanded into 5 massive books. How about that? I'm in Canada. The paperback is $18.99 and the Kindle is $6.99. That ain't right. All right, hang on, Kat. I'm gonna update it live. Why is it $6.99? That should not be the case. That shouldn't be the case. Hang on. I'm gonna get you taken care of. It might take till tomorrow. No, it isn't. It says I'm looking at it right now. It says $4.99. The hell happened? Yeah. What the hell happened? All right. I just clicked publish, so I guess go. Well, you already bought the paperback, but and I can't. The crazy thing is with the paperback, I can't make it any cheaper because of how big it is. The paper costs too much money. Maybe $6.99 Canadian. You think it does that? I don't know. I know Canada's always more, but I get to set the price. Like it gives me a list of places where I can set the price. And in everywhere except for the UK, because I love my people everywhere. Um, Everywhere that's not the UK, Canada, and America, where I get the majority of my sales, the book is the lowest possible price that I can put it there. And I mean, I literally some places like Japan and India, I'm only making pennies because because of the exchange rate so ridiculous. Like in Mexico, the lowest price I can put it for is $54. So I have it, or 54 pesos, I get. Well, I guess with conversion. But anyways, $54 in Mexico. So 54 US, I don't know how much that is in their currency. I almost said dinero and that would have been terrible, but anyways, so in their currency, I have it set at the bare minimum and I'm making like 9 cents per book. I know you ordered the paperback, but it's let's see, Kat, get back with me tomorrow and let me know if the price updated. Because I had it $4.99. It would be in Canadian dollars to you. Yeah, but it should. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong over there. I might be doing something wrong. Damn, everything and the kitchen sink included? Yes, exactly. Um, Patrick will love that. If anyone figures it all out, he will. The guy who has read The Long Walk a million times? Yeah, Patrick. Hey, there's Patrick. Speak of the devil. Wait, did Patrick pop up before that? Was he already in here? I just started watching. I've listened to The Long Walk 26 times and counting. That's hilarious that you popped up. So sounds right. Our dollar is low right now. I get that, but I guess that's the American equivalent, and it bumped it up to $6.99. I don't know why. That's crazy. Anyways, Pat, how you doing, man? Mr. Costin, how you doing? I ain't talked to you in forever. Go buy my book and read it 26 times. Go buy my book and read it 26 times, please. I beg of you. And when you do read it the first time, don't wait 26 times. The first time, when you read it, go over to Amazon and leave a review. Please, I beg of you. I need reviews. Your boy needs reviews so he can do ads. All of the good places require a certain number of ads before they will run your book. Again, for those of you just joining us, I am promoting The Last Freak Show by me, new pen name, S.E. Johnson, not Edward Lorn. Get Lorn out of your head. Lorn has some other books coming, but go read this. 552 pages of contemporary fantasy set inside of a carnival. Freaks, geeks, performers, the whole nine. You got a mystic. You got an illustrated man. You got a sword-swallowing dwarf. You got a lady that can blow fire for real, for real. You got a magician. Well, not in this one, but you get a magician. You got a cyclops. Okay, in this one, you got a cyclops. You got the human bobblehead. His name's Bobble. Hydrocephalic boy that gets transported around in a wheelbarrow. Even when they get rich and famous, it's like a tricked out wheelbarrow. I promise you, this is amazing. You got a bearded lady. Every single type. You got a lizard man. Very important. You got a lizard man. You got a lizard man. Okay? You got a lizard man. I did it for you. I wrote this book for you, person out there going, wait, does it have a lizard man? It has a lizard man. Lizard man. Got an entire town. Little creepy town. You got small town horror is what I was trying to say. Everything you could possibly want. If you name something right now, in the comment section, if you name something right now, it's in this book. I promise you. I promise you it's in this book. And if it's not in this book, I will personally refund your money. Bigfoot is in the book. Not this one, but Bigfoot is in the book. I swear to God, so's the Loch Ness Monster. Everything is in all the books. I promise you. If you cozy, yes, you got some cozy stuff. You definitely got some cozy stuff. You got a lot of downtime. You got, people playing cards and shooting the shit. This is 1,000,000 words. I fit everything in here. Everything. Everything. You get me? Person who I told you there was sci-fi in here. I told you there was sci-fi in here. Person who got abducted by UFO. Not in this one. Third book. Third book? Hang on. Because I had to split book 2 into book 2 and 3. Yes. It's book 3. It's book 3. Person who gets abducted by UFO. Did they actually get abducted? I don't know. You're going to have to read the third book. But you need to start with this one or else the other books ain't going to make any sense. Ancient Evil? Yes. Well, no. Yes, there is. I was about to say Jimmy can tell you. But Jimmy, would you call the witchery woman ancient evil? I mean, you don't know if she's evil yet or not. But hairless woman? Yes. That's book 4. Book 4. Go ahead and write all this stuff down in case you don't believe me. So when you get to it, everything you can possibly think of is in this series. Not just this book, but in this series. In this series. I suppose she is, although she helped. Yeah, but there's... I don't want to give spoilers, but there's more ancient evil in book 2. Okay, you're just going to have to trust me. You're going to have to trust me. You're going to have to... Super smart golden retriever? No, but we got a super smart coyote. And that is adjacent to a dog. So, those aren't books, they're worlds. Yeah, they are. Honestly, they are. Yeah. Everything you could possibly want is going to be in this series. You got a chimp. You got a chimpanzee. He talks through a typewriter. Chimpanzee who talk... Come on, that alone should sell this book. You have a chimpanzee that talks. Yes, there is. Beaver. There is one. It's especially for you guys. I was hoping people would find it and be like, oh, wait, maybe this is Edward Lorn. Maybe this is that author because there's beavers in here. There is. The chimps scare you? Oh, Panties won't. His name's Panties. Panties the chimp is in here. Panties. His name's Panties because he wears women's panties. His name is Panties. It's a chimpanzee who talks to people through a typewriter. Talks through people. Talks to people, not through people. Talks to people, a typewriter. This is just how I'm going to do the promotion from now on. We got a Cyclops. The only living Cyclops is in this book. He has to shave down his horn so it's not pointy. He has to shave it down. He only got the one eye. His name is Psy. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. Yes, his name's Panties, the chimp. Panties the chimp. In fact, here, let me read you something. Let me read you something so y'all know I'm not bullshitting. I'm going to read you the very opening, okay? Everyone used to wave when the carnival came through town. Young and old, men and women, and everyone in between. We'd sit in our train cars watching those we breezed past, their hair blowing, faces alight with the possibilities of our unique performances. There was something special about a traveling show, something about being there and gone, a mercurial existence creating everlasting impact, memories to fill a lifetime and more. Our carnival was more than that, though, greater than all the rest, because we had the best freak show in the world. We were known for our oddities, our inborn talents, and how we used them to entertain. We were a family not of blood, but close association. Each of us chose the other, we misfits and outcasts, so much closer than true kin for that reason. We never loved anyone more than we loved each other. We're a century removed from the birth of the Cortez family carnival, and many of us are dead and gone. But those of us still among the living recall them all with perfect clarity. The love and the passion, the trials and tribulations. Although we've grown apart, for reasons we shall explain in the following manuscript, each one of us lives on in one another's memories. Father Time and Mother Nurture, Sigh, Trixie, and Bobble, the Go-Go Gals, Jinx and Carol and Willie, even Panties the Chimp. All of them an indelible work of art painted on the mosaic canvas of our souls. Boom! Go buy the book. Link is down there in the doobly-doo. Go buy the book. Yeah, next promotional video. 101 things in the last Freak Show series. Hell yeah. But I'm still waiting for y'all. I'm still waiting for y'all to stump me. Yes, there's a cat. Eventually there's a cat. Yes. I'm still waiting for y'all to stump me. Bam. Claps. Y'all know you want to read this book. Y'all know you're sitting here going, what's that all about? Go grab. Yeah, of course there's a kitchen sink, but not until later ones because the book starts in 1920 and goes to, I believe this one goes up to 1940s. Yeah, because book 2 starts during World War II. And there's even stuff in a concentration camp. There's everything. But yeah, they don't have running water till later though. But they do have, there is kitchen sink. There is a person who cooks the food for the carnival, and they have to have a sink, don't they, Zeely? They do. They do. Go buy the book. It's The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1, Flame and Fortune. Book 1 of a 5-book series. The entire series was supposed to be one book. It ended up being 1,000,000 words. What am I supposed to do? I cut it up into 3 books. And then I realized that the last book wasn't going to be able to be, because it's 512,000 words. 500, do you hear me? The last book is 512,000 words, so I had to break it into 2 different books. 2 different books. The last book in this series is 800 pages long. It's Harry Potter and the Goblet. No, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, for fuck's sake. Go buy the book. Wow, love that opening. And that's not even the opening, really, King. That's not even the opening. You want me to read you the opening? The opening is fire, too. You want me to read you the opening? I'll read you the opening. It's only like 2 pages long, but someone actually there's a murder in the very first page of the book. A murder. Someone dies, and they deserved it. That one book would never fit through my letterbox. Are there yes, there is Ishmael. Yes, there is. Vampires and werewolves. They're both in here. We got shapeshifters. We got gods. We got monsters. We got lizard people. We got all of it. All of it in here. In here. I wish I will see something like that in this book. You're getting both. Not in this one. In the second one, you get both of those, okay? Both of those. Now, are they the vampires and werewolves that you're used to? Maybe not. But you're getting the same action involved with them, okay? Okay? Just trust me. Book 2. I have everything in this series. Everything you could possibly want. It might not all be in this one, but the whole series is done. The whole series is done. We got, the next one is Masks and Magic. It comes out in December 2025. Please read the opening. All right, here we go. I'll continue on where I left off. Okay? We've a long way to travel, but like every lengthy journey, ours begins with a single step. All tales, fact or fiction, begin in media res, a faux start, so to speak. Because before the Cortez family carnival, there was a birth, yet even that birth is not the beginning. Much came before, but those people, places, and things add nothing to the narrative. So we will set out on our journey of 1,000,000 miles with the child who would become Father Time, that's Thyme like the herb, was born in 1896 to Myrtle Waycott. The bastard who raped Myrtle at the age of 14 was killed by Myrtle's widower father, Henry Waycott Jr. Henry, a struggling farmer and single parent who'd lost his wife to fever 10 years prior, tracked the rapist, one Stephen Desjardins, for 3 days, while Myrtle remained at home under the care of local midwife Cassie Rutledge. Henry found the abhorrent son of a bitch drunk in a rundown East Texas brothel, 110 miles from the scene of the crime, ass deep in a 10-cent whore. He sneaked into the room inside which Desjardins was missionarily pumping his last and shot the man in the back. The whore screamed and rolled from under Desjardins. She scrambled on hands and knees out the door and into the brothel's main hall. As she escaped to find aid, although she'd never needed to fear for her own life, Henry Waycott castrated Desjardins with the buck knife Henry had made with his own 2 hands, and lopped off the man's penis too, for good measure, then shoved testes and all up the rapist's rectum. When the sheriff arrived, he told his deputy that he'd never seen a man stuffed like a turkey, and, by God, he never wanted to see it again. Amen. Henry Waycott, being the upright man that he was, had waited for the authorities to arrive, then explained why he'd felt the need to maim and murder Desjardins. And the sheriff, whose wife had been raped and murdered by some low-life nobody he'd locked away years prior, but not for long enough, it seemed, excused Henry from further legal troubles. Judge is my brother-in-law. I'm sure he won't mind, the sheriff told Henry. I wish your baby girl a speedy recovery. If anyone can ever recover from something like that, God bless her. Henry thanked the sheriff and returned home. Myrtle, slight as she was, started showing signs she was with child as soon as 14 weeks. Not even into her second trimester, she looked to have swallowed a cantaloupe whole. Henry, for all his good tendencies, refused to entertain the notion of terminating the pregnancy. When Cassie Rutledge suggested a witchery woman who took care of unwanted burdens, both born and unborn, Henry shook his head of unruly ginger hair and said, if the Lord wills this baby come into this world, his will be done. For Henry, it seemed, ending a life was only acceptable if he was the one doing the killing. Myrtle continued the trend of showing early by having the child 5 weeks premature. The baby was a healthy one, born intersex, and Myrtle and Henry loved him dearly, extra parts and all. God doesn't make mistakes, was Henry's position. Because the male part of the baby's anatomy was, as Henry called it, so comedically large, the babe was presented to all and sundry as a boy. They named the child something he would grow to hate, so we will respect Father Time's wishes and not state the moniker here, or anywhere, ever, for that matter. That's not to say that someone smart and observant couldn't puzzle it out for themselves. Father Time's childhood passed as does a lucid dream. He drifted through school as neither popular nor outcast. He simply existed, as so many of us do. Never hero or villain, neither exceptional nor dull. Friends came and went, lending credence to Grandpa Henry's oft-repeated words. Relationships are like train stations, arrivals and departures. You're going to have some fine conversations and meet some fine folks, but then you and them's going to have to move on to your respective destinations. It's the nature of people. Father Time finished the education provided by his hometown's one-room schoolhouse and went to work for Grandpa Henry on the family farm. He fed chickens, milked cows, hayed horses, and plowed fields. He did this until he was 23, and the circus came to town. Boom! Boom! And that's just the first 3 pages. The first 3 pages. The first 3 pages. That's the final Freak Show by S.E. Johnson down there in the doobly-doo. Go get it. 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 And it only gets more powerful, Ty. It only gets more powerful. Thank you so much for this wonderful assortment of these elements. You're welcome. Oofed. Yep. Choppy. Not many books start with a castration. This is true. This is true. All right. For those of you just joining us, I am promoting The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson, Book 1, Flame and Fortune. I will be doing the audiobook myself. It will be released here on YouTube, but I need the help with promoting this. I need you to tell your friends and families, your cousins, your nephews, your neighbors. I need you to tell that one guy on the corner that's always screaming about the end is nigh. I need you to tell everyone about this book, The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1 in the Last Freak Show series. Book 1. Go get it. It's out now. Every other book will be coming out in December. So from every December 2024, you got this one. 2025, you got Masks and Magic. 2026, you got Vices and Vengeance. 2027, you got Soil and Sideshows. 2028, you got Rubes and Ruin. Hell no, I'm not talking to that guy. Very powerful 3 pages. Thank you, Ishmael. Hey, Jake, how you doing, brother? Last time I heard from you, you weren't doing too well. You okay? It's so good, and I'm about halfway through and can't recommend it enough. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. You see what Jordan says, and Jimmy Brown's already read the book. He said it's phenomenal. Quirky characters is what his review said, I think. He posted it on Discord. I'm not reading reviews anymore. I'm not doing it. I never responded to them in the first place, but I'm not reading anything from this one because in my eyes, this book is perfect. The book is perfect. Christmas treat every year. It'll be out before Christmas in December every single year. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. The second book is going to editing next week. It's the whole series is done. It's 1,000,000 words. 1,000,000 words. Do you hear me? It's 1,000,000 words. 1,000,000 fucking words. Did it? Did I break the sound? I forgot I'm not supposed to touch the microphone. I broke the sound, didn't I? Did I break the sound? Okay, good. We're still going. We're still going. Thank you. I don't think I've ever spoken 1,000,000 words in my life. Yes, you have. Just on Discord, you have. I promise you have. They add up quickly. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, man. Everything. You guys are giving me light work. Light work. You still haven't named a single thing that's not in this book. You have not named a single thing not in this series. Not a single thing. Y'all can keep trying. This is kind of fun. I want to see if I'm right. I honestly want to see if I'm right. Because if I don't have exactly what you say, I have something that is close to it. Is there a boy band? There is a boy band. That is in the final book that takes place in the here and now. That's in the final book. There is a boy band. Yes. In fact, there's a kind of a boy band in the second one. It's a group of clowns. But yeah, there's a boy band. Is there an octopus? You're damn right there's an octopus. There's an octopus and a squid. And a fucking whale at one point. But that's for later. Those are other books. Spoilers. Spoilers. So are there any references to Stephen King or his books? How about Jimmy? Did you catch it? Did you catch it in Trixie's chapter? Did you catch it? I'm gonna ask Jimmy if he caught it first. Thingamajigs and doodads? There's thingamajigs and doodads everywhere. Jimmy, did you catch this? You picked up at least one? Let me just put it to you this way. Stephen King is in this book. Shh, don't tell nobody. Shh. Stephen King is in the book. He's in the book. He meets one of the characters. It's not the Stephen King you're going to recognize, but he's in there. I promise you. I promise you. He's in the book. He's in here. He makes a cameo in my book. My book. This book is everything. I promise. But Jimmy, if you didn't catch it, the little boy Trixie talks to. The little boy that Trixie talks to. Go back and reread it if you have to. Stephen King is tied up in his basement. Yes. Yes, he is. You remember? There you go. See? He can corroborate some of this. I can't give you spoilers, but he can corroborate some of this. Stephen King's in this book. You just got to find him. You got to find him. You got to. You got to. But the next book, the opening takes place in Vegas. So a lot of what y'all asking, who? The clowns ring a bell from it. Do the clowns ring a bell from it? No, but there are clowns. There are clowns. I thought at the time it couldn't be. It's not a coincidence. He's in there. He's in there. He pops his head up. Eating popcorn and shit, right? Like, it's been a long time since I read this one, but he like eating popcorn or something with his buck teeth. I'm not laughing at his buck teeth. I just thought it was funny the way I described the kid and then gave a little bit of hints to who he would grow up to be, you know? Anyways, I'm not going to say too much more because that was a spoiler. For those of you just joining us, go buy this book. It's The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1, Flame and Fortune. Links down there in the doobly-doo. The book has everything. Everything you could possibly want in the book is in this series. But the first one, not everything's going to be in this one because it's a series. That's how series work. First one, go get it. They come out every December before Christmas, every December for the next 5 years. Well, 4 years. Between now and 2028. One book a year. They're all thickens. They're all thick with 12 C's. They thick. This one alone is 552 pages. Yeah, we're doing all right, Jake. I'd be doing much better if I get reviews for this book. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I love that. You wound up creating it. Yeah. Eager to see Stephen King in the book. You will get it. It's thick. Is that literally 12 C's? It is, isn't it, Haley? You wouldn't have done it any other way. A few sex scenes to get you going. There is sex scenes. They aren't your typical sex scenes. So, but there is sex scenes. There are sex scenes. The book pretty much open. I mean, the first chapter has not a gratuitous, but anyways, the sex scenes have a point, a purpose. Jimmy will tell you there's a point and a purpose to all the raunchiness in the book. There's a point. The first one is about acceptance. Acceptance. You just kept your finger on the C. That's another thing, that this book is just about acceptance. It's about outcasts finding their families, finding their people, their home, and then that home being destroyed and then rebuilt and all that stuff. They gain everything, they lose everything. It's a roller coaster ride. This is the first book in the series, The Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flame and Fortune by S.E. Johnson. Go pick it up. Links down there in the doobly-doo. Sigh the Cyclops constantly horny. I mean, you're not wrong. But he does shave it down. He does shave it down. You want to hear something funny, Jimmy? That scene toward the end in Trixie's chapter, my editor was reading it and be like, wouldn't that hurt? And then I was like, didn't I make it obvious that he shaves it down? He shaves it down? Oh, Ty come in with the 12 C's. Oh, don't do that. No. I think there's more than 12 that should be on the promotional materials. More than 12 C's thick. Oh yeah, John Irving fans definitely love this. Everything you could possibly want is in this book. If you were to read one of these characters and think, I wonder if this happens, I wonder if that happens, it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen right there on the page, it'll happen later in the book. It'll happen later in the series. It's in here. I expect there will be some eros erotic. Oh, definitely some erotic scenes in the first book, in the first chapter. Now, mind you, there are chapters and then there's sub-chapters. So you have the chapters are novella to novel length long. I know that sounds scary. But when you get in here, yes, you are going to have pages that are just thick with words. Let me find, hang on. Let me find a, see? But then you have sub-chapters. Like this sub-chapter is sub-chapter 11. Get it? It's like a Stephen King book. So much like a Stephen King book. But then you have the chapters that have headings and all these wonderful quotes. Yeah, sub-chapters are great, aren't they? That's like in real life. There is some alternate history stuff going on, but mostly this is historically accurate. Go get it. Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flame and Fortune by S.E. Johnson. Go get the book. Links down there in the doobly-doo. Go get it. Yes, there are dominant chapters. There are dom chapters. Yes, because the main chapter that's, like 100 pages long is the dom, and then the sub chapters. I get the joke, Jake, but you're not wrong, is what I'm saying. Wonderful. I love such scenes. You're going to love this book, Ishmael. I'm telling you, get your friend. Get your friend to send you the book. You need to read this book now. The Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flame and Fortune by S.E. Johnson. Go read the book. First one in a 5-book series. Whole series is 1,000,000 words long. Right now, we're playing a game down there in chat. If you can name something that is not in this series, you win. I don't know what you win. You win a congratulations. But so far, no one has been able to stump me. Is there a balloon? There's a fuckload of balloons. Yes, there's balloons. The balloons. In fact, I'll tell you right now, in the Magician's chapter in book 2, dinosaurs, they're mentioned. They're mentioned. And there's a lizard man. Land of the Lost? No? Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. Clowns imply balloons. Exactly. Wonderful and Great is a good review. Don't do that. Leave an actual. You love alternate history, Ishmael? Ishmael? Sorry. Is there a jack-o'-lantern? Yes. Book 2. In chapter. It's the 3rd chapter in that one. So it would be chapter. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. In chapter 8, there's a jack-o'-lantern. We count Lizard Man in a dinosaur in my head. Is there that? I mean, it could be assumed. So I'm gonna say yeah, because there's gay characters. There's like 3 gay characters. I'm not talking like LGBTQIA, but they're gay men. There's like 3 of them. Succubus, yes. Shower songs, yes. There are succubi. Ask Jimmy. Well, I don't know if Jimmy realized what. Ask Jimmy. Is there succubuses? Is there an alien? Yes, kind of, sort of. That's too much of a spoiler. But there is sci-fi. Everything that entails. Abduction by aliens, all that stuff. I read that as a fledgling and thought, oh, baby. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, isn't it? But there is a James Patterson book. There is a James Patterson book. There's a scene on a bus stop bench where someone's reading a James Patterson book. There literally is. Conjoined twins have to be there, right? They're in the first book. And Jimmy, tell shower songs. Jimmy, tell him. Do it. The grassy knoll eventually. Yeah, bisexuals, religious zealots, all that stuff. Yeah. There's trans characters, there's intersex, there's asexual, there's every spectrum, everything. There's autistic characters, there's a character with Down syndrome. There's literally I'm literally trying to sit here and think of one thing that is not in this book. Yeah, paper and quill. See? Jimmy. Yeah, there's conjoined twins. You get more of them in book 2 than you get in the first book, but they are in the first book. Okay? Orange shag carpet. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Yes, in Jordan's house. Jordan Newman, Jimmy, you remember that? Sure enough, there's going to be some Mohammedans in the book. Yes. A wishing well is in there. Swords definitely in there. Just at Jimmy, are there swords? There is Clay. Clay the dwarf is a sword swallower. Literally. And yes, Ty, there is a wishing well. Eventually. It's not the kind of wishing well you would think of, but once you see it, you're going to be like, that's what he was talking about. You don't remember carpeting? Damn. Let's see if I can go. I mean, Trixie's chapter is the longest one in the book, but it's when she goes over to sit with Jordan. We do. I want, but I don't know. Oh, Genie is. We got Jin. Eventually, we got him. We got Jin. I mean, it's not like Rubber Lamp Genie though. We got Jin. Are there pictures? Yeah, there's pictures. I mean, that's a picture, isn't it? That's a picture. Everything you could think of is in this book. I'm trying to get stumped here, guys. I'm trying to think. There is a museum? Yes. It's the New York Museum in the 80s. But so that'll be book 4. Book 4. Tarantulas? There's spiders. I already covered the alien shower songs. There is. Yeah. There's an abduction. There's all that stuff. Batman is mentioned. Of course, Batman's mentioned. A hamster? There is reference to a hamster, yes. Gerald Ford? Well, in later ones, I mention him. Because I mentioned like the presidents and all that stuff. JFK's mentioned. Yeah. Is there Bill Murray? Oh, okay. You might have gotten me, Jimmy, but Ghostbusters is mentioned. Does that count? That scope of the book is really epic-like and panoramic. Yeah, shower songs. Thank you, Ishmael. Serial Killer is in book 2 to book 3. Because that was technically supposed to be one book, but it was too big to publish. So that counts. I hope so. I hope it counts. Because either way you stump me. Yes, there's penguins. There's same place where the octopus and all that come in. There are penguins. Yeah. Well, Titanic is mentioned. Yes. Yeah. It is mentioned. Amelia Earhart is mentioned. You can ask Jimmy about that. There's like a whole section of baby Jesus that people say sweet baby Jesus, and there's a nativity scene at one point in the series. So liver and a nice Chianti. Well, there is liver, and Hannibal Lecter is mentioned. So yeah, Mint Julep is in book 4. I just got through editing that book, that scene yesterday. Book 4, Mint Julep. Book 4. Still waiting. It's either mentioned or it is literally in the book. Like it is literally either a character or a scene or whatever. Either these things have been mentioned or they are in here. Pickleball. Finally, we got one. I don't even know what the fuck pickleball is. What the fuck is a pickleball? Is it a sport? Oh, is that the one they use with their hands? I got tennis. Is imitation crab? There's crab, not imitation crab. It's just like tennis, right? But you use your hands. Is that what I'm seeing? Because neither one of these dudes have a racket. I thought that was called something else. No, it does have a paddle. Huh. There's tennis. There's a scene of tennis. No, it's pickleball. It is one word. Ventriloquist? Yeah, of course. You got to have a ventriloquist if you're going to have a carnival. Sure, The Lord of the Rings was one big book in origin, but had to be published in 3 installments. I understand the necessity to do the same with a 1,000,000-word book. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it came down to. But I think Lord of the Rings was only like 400,000 or 500,000 words, so this is twice as long. It's best you don't have pickleball. What's wrong with pickleball, lazy? All right. If there's anybody new here, we're promoting The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1, Flamin' Fortune. Gandhi is, yes, Undead Orgy. How about someone who is technically undead having a multi-partner scene? How's that? Would that work? Because I got that. Not in this one, book 2. Sorry. Just keep that in mind when you pick up Masks and Magic. It's in there. It's in there. Close enough? It's in there. It's in there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it's in there. It's in there. I got something for everybody, goddammit. Something for everybody. Something for everybody. It's in here. We will keep playing this until I get tired. I probably need to take a break. Krampus? Krampus is mentioned. He ain't in here, though. I'm saving that for my War on Christmas series. Oh, by the way, I eventually have... Y'all know my War on Christmas novella that I publish every Christmas? Y'all remember that? I need to put it up for free. But I'm gonna expand that into a epic novel. Yeah, I'm gonna be expanding that into either a novel or a series. Nowadays, there's no telling. Oh, holy shit! I read that too. Yeah, that was another one of my free holiday classics, as it were, classics. Yes, I have a short story called "Is Lorn in?" Yes, he is. He is. One of his books is mentioned. So, and so is Bay's End at one point in time. It's just dropped off. The carnival stops there. So nice. I read that one and really enjoyed it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna really, really lengthen it and deepen it. Bigfoot was already covered. That was the very first thing that somebody asked, and yeah, he's in there. He's in there, in there, in there. Maybe not a character, but he's in there. Mothman is mentioned. It's not in there. It's mentioned. The way I got away with this is you have a traveling carnival. They travel all over the United States. So they come across these things as there is there is one. It's in the museum that was mentioned earlier. There is one. Yeah. Yeah, there is a jackalope. It's just mentioned though. And there's a discussion about whether or not it's real or not. And then Bigfoot is brought up in that discussion also, but Bigfoot is in the series. I didn't think there was. But now that I think about it, it's there. Scrapbook. Oh hell yes, yes, considerable amount of scrapbooking in one section. Yeah, it's just a character kind of like not. No, I don't want to spoil it. Nothing. Skydiving. How about not intentionally getting in a plane to jump out of it, but falling from that kind of height? Does that count? There's no. That's a spoiler. I want to say yes, but I don't think you would consider what happens actually. There is no ray gun, but there's mention of ray guns because of the movie they watch in the. There is a mention of a ray gun. This is when we open the book and it's just all of these references written. No, I promise you. I promise you. And it's considerable amount of scrapbooking. There's a character that's like all it. Cthulhu is mentioned. So is Lovecraft. So I mean, you can't have a book like this and not mention something like that because I have my own old gods and all that stuff. All right. Once again, for anybody just joining us, we have The Last Freak Show by S.E. Johnson. Book 1, Flame and Fortune, is out now. Please go grit it. Go grit it. Go get it. Links down there in the doobly-doo. Links down in the doobly-doo. Go get the book. Go get the book. For those of you for those of you who can't afford the book, I will be posting hour-long episodes where I read from the book in order. They will be. If you're a member, you get them a week early. If you're not a member, then you get them the week after that. Thank you so much, Haley. Okay. All right. I think my voice is going. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it. My voice is going, and I still have to record these audiobook sections. So if there's anything else y'all want to say, y'all want to talk about anything, I'll give you 16 more minutes. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. You got a Cthulhu Squishmallow? Oh yeah, I think I've seen it. Have we not seen it? I'm starting to sound like a 13-year-old boy. Oh my god. Scoob. Scoob. What's wrong with his voice? I'm not even trying anymore. That's literally just my voice doing that. Giant, yes. Yes, there is a giant. There is a giant. Jimmy, there's a giant. Well, I mean, he's gonna be a giant. He just keeps growing. Jimmy knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, there's gonna be a giant. There is a giant. You see? See, Jimmy? Jimmy, I'm telling you, there's everything in this book. Oh my god. Oh, let's see if that helps. That helped a little bit. That helped a little bit. Okay. Scooby Dooby Doo. Yep. Oh, see, Shell has read the second book. Shell's here. Shell's read. I read the second book. Shell's here. She can verify the vampires, the werewolves. She can change. She can verify all that. There's certain. Everything is in the book. Everything. Everything is in the book. In the series. In the series. But this is book one, The Last Freak Show. Book one, Flame and Fortune by S.E. Johnson. Go pick up the book. Yep. See, Shell says, yep, all the things. All the things are in the book. I promise, not maybe not all in this one, but they're coming. I promise. I forgot I could have just asked Shell to come in and do like, yes, that's in the book. Yes, that's in the book. I was excited before, but really looking forward to it now. I'm telling you, go get the book. Go get it. In fact, you know what, Lazy? Send me. I'll send you, since you don't want to buy it off Amazon. I need to put in a book order anyway. So if you want to work out something where you buy a signed copy from me, hell, if anybody wants to work out something where you buy a signed copy directly from me, we can do that too. There's God's plenty there. Oh, yes, Ishmael. Exactly. It's so good. Honestly, one of my favorite books of all time. Mind you, Shell is saying that she remember the story about her throwing her Kindle because of Hope for the Wicked? She never reads my shit. She doesn't. Not since that one. But she loves this book. She won't stop talking about it. That's amazing. She's honest with me. Yes, she's my wife, but she's honest with me. And she loves this. She's been my cheerleader since the beginning. Book is on my table waiting to be opened and to suck me into it. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will. I know it will. Actually, I'm not hoping anything. I know it will. I got confidence in this motherfucker. I got confidence in I'm trying to convince me as much as you guys. I'm not used to like feeling this good about the stuff that I work on. But this is it, folks. This is it. Yes, I'd love to do that. Just don't make the signing too insulting. I won't. I won't. Email me and we'll work something out, Lazy. Okay? Will the future book covers have different color? Yes. So the next one's going to be blue. All right. So imagine this blue instead of the time, the wreath of time. It's going to be playing cards, and there's going to be a lizard's eye in the middle. I already got it planned out. Second book's blue, lizard eye, a ring of cards, and then the train is always there. Always there. You love Cthulhu? Yeah. He's just mentioned, but yeah. As John Dryden said of Chaucer, yeah, here, there's God's plenty. Cool. I didn't know that's what that's from. Awesome cover ideas. Thank you. Thank you. Each one will have concepts that pretty much come into play in the first chapter so that there's no spoilers on the cover. It has such a compelling premise. Thank you. Yeah, it takes place over the course of 100 years. It is literally all historical stuff is I changed certain things in there just so that there is like an alternate history vein, but really I changed the present day stuff in the the present section because I didn't want to talk about the political landscape and COVID and all that, but there are allegories for those things in here. And I definitely don't mention the orange one. I don't mention COVID at all. I was not going to stain my book with either one of those things. So don't worry about that. If you're worried about politics or any of that nonsense, it's not going to be in here. There ain't no choosing the sides or any of that nonsense. None of that stuff is in here. But it's all going, it's America in a fucking platter. It's everything that's here. This book is an allegory for America. Yeah, leave him out. Why would I put? Yeah. Anyways, I've never put him in a book ever, and I'm not gonna start now. The theme song for any show will be "Rollin' by Limp Bizkit" as they go from stop to stop. Rolling, 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 rolling. There's hobos. There's hobos. There's a hobos. I don't want to tell you too much, but there's hobos. There's even hobos because they're on a train. There's hobos. There's all different kinds of stuff in here. Everything. There's everything in here. Everything. And shower song. Shell knows more about the giant than Jimmy does because Shell's read book 2. So let's just say a giant grows up in the carnival. Let's just say that. Are there Welsh? There is Welsh people. Because stork is Welsh. In she shall. I can't do the good accent. But yeah, shell, stork, Welsh, yeah. From Wales, yes. Stork is stoners. Oh, hey baby, shell. Are there stoners? Are there stoners? From what I know now, the giant is a side eye from yeah. I'm excited to step into the world that's inside your head and meet all the people. Hell yeah. Polish, yes, Polish in book 2. Shell can exactly. Shell's laughing at the stoners because once you read book 1, you'll understand, Ty. As soon as you read book 1, you'll understand why that's funny. So Polish in book 2 because it has to do with World War II. So there's Polish people there. Puerto Rican, no. How about Honduran? No, that's not anywhere near, but Honduran. Do I have somebody from Puerto Rico? I actually don't know, J Rod. Well, now I have to read ASAP. Ty. You're gonna. I'm. Just please read. Please read. Book 2 is going to be loaded. Oh, yeah. All of them are going to be loaded. But yeah, all that stuff. I'm just trying to finish some things first. You're fine. I just want. I want. I have a feeling that you'll be my first video review. Because I know you review. You do still review books on your channel, right? Because I've seen your recent stuff, but it's more like a personal like vlogging kind of thing, or at least the ones that are popping up in mine. Double rainbows, thunder snow. What's thunder snow? Like a snowy thunderstorm? I mean, there is that, but not everything I read. But yes, sometimes I review books. Okay, cool. I am Polish, Puerto Rican, Russian, French, Slovak. Oh yeah, all that's in there. All of those, all of those. In fact, there's one guy that literally, and Shell can confirm this. There's literally a Russian that has a French accent, so the accent blends. His name's Zakharov. When you get there, his name's Zakharov. The Merry Madness Nightmare Before Christmas thing behind you looks cool. Oh yeah, it's a board game. Yeah, Dan got this for me. It's a board game. I just review the ones I want to now, so I'll review it, I'm sure. Thank you. Yeah, it's a board game. Nightmare Before Christmas, Merry Madness, an all-out game of frightful flinging. Baby, you want to play this tonight? I forgot all about this. Yeah, let's at least try. Chris is always wanting to play something, so when I do the audiobooks, guys, there will be no face. No face. No face. Only boobs. No face. Oh no, I'm just kidding. There will be no face. It'll have the book cover, maybe a fancy little thumbnail, and me reading it. I really don't want to open it, but you could actually design a board game off the carnal. You could. See, Shell, my community, boy, they just be coming up with all different kinds of great ideas. But you could You could do a board game. You could make a video game out of it too. Me and Shell were just talking about that the other night. I would make a good video game, kind of traversing everything that happens in the books, especially the jailbreak. Y'all didn't hear that. It does sound like an amazing idea. The last freak show, the game. Spoiler. Sorry. God damn it. Spoiler. Board game, video game, lore books. Hell yeah. Jailbread? Yeah, there's jailbread. There's jailbread. Yeah, jailbread. Definitely jailbread. Definitely jailbread. Did I show you guys this one? I love that you're my dad. Dan got that for me. Yeah. I also got Oogie Boogie and the mayor and Sally Bear got a new outfit, but it's gonna have to wait till next time. It's gonna have to wait till next time. I was just playing Bully yesterday and I went to the Freak Show and thought I really wanted a story about this, and then E immediately delivers. Yes! Score! Very sweet. Yeah, I agree. That's yeah. It touched my cold black heart. Oh, my voice. Ahem. It touched my cold black heart. I don't have any heart left. It's all in this book, The Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flame and Fortune by S.E. Johnson. I'm losing my voice trying to sell this book to you. Do you realize how important this is to me? Go get the book. Go get the book. Get the book. Buy the book. Buy the book. Buy your friend a book. Buy your mama and them a book. Buy everybody a book. Your aunts, sisters, cousins, nephews, next door neighbor, everybody. Buy them all. I have lozenges. They're just inside. So good he's lost his voice. I think us 11 are getting it. Well, there was one point in time where we were up to 21. My voice. All right, I'm about to leave in less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Your father's brothers, cousins, sisters, former roommates. I know that. I know that. I know that reference. I know that reference. They were roommates. Anyways. Yeah, the 10 people who like this either are going to buy it or have already liked it. Lost your voice trying to tell us everything that's in the book. Yes. And you guys still haven't stumped me. Spaceballs. Fuck. I think you just did it, Haley. I think you win. What do you win? I don't know. No, there is a Spaceballs reference in the. Hold up. Oh, is it in this one? It's one of the things that Marianne quotes. It's one of the things. It's the Schwartz line. It's the my Schwartz is bigger than your Schwartz or something like that. A stuffed pink bunny rabbit. There is a bunny rabbit. His name's Harvey. If y'all get that joke. He's not stuffed and he's not pink, but his name's Harvey and he's in there. That no Pennywise, but there's clowns and there's like shapeshifters. Unicorn. I don't even know. But Shell, did I mention a unicorn? There might be a mention. I'm not sure. That one doesn't stick out to me though. Like there's not a character though. Jason Voorhees, yeah, I mean that's yeah. There kind of is Pennywise, kind of, yeah. There's dragon references. No, not in the character. There's no unicorn character, but it's like, is it mentioned? I can't remember if it is or not. I don't know. Unicorn might have won. I can't remember. Unicorn might have won. I think Unicorn might have won. Unless Shell can confirm that she heard me talk about a unicorn. I can't remember. I had to have at some point. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Bottled lightning is definitely in there, but not like you'd think. Snow globes in there, yeah. Snow globes in there. There is a character with one horn. There is a unihorn character. I'm just saying. Jimmy's right. There is a character with a horn. Just one horn. Hey. 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 There is. There is. He's not a horse, but there is. Yep, and he's so cool. Sai is almost my favorite character. Almost. Not technically a horse with one horn, though. No, it is not. It is not. But there's a horn. A lion? Yeah, but it's like I told you, it's all the stuff that's in zoos and petting zoos and whatnot. And there's a zoo section, like I said, with the octopus and the squid and all that stuff. Penguin. There's a section in a zoo, not just the petting zoo, but there's a section in the zoo. Oh yeah, there's indigenous people. Book 2. And you kind of, so you know the thing you can't say, I don't want to say it, but I'm not talking about the word Indian. That's not what I'm talking about. But the thing that indigenous people won't say, there's one of those in there too. Do the animals talk? I told you about Panties. Panties talks through the typewriter, but Panties talks. He talks. There's a lot of representation. Everybody you can think of. Everybody you can think of is in this book. But the indigenous character becomes a bigger deal later on, but you first meet him, kinda. He's alluded to. He's in there, but not as what you think he's gonna be in there as. That's in book 2. Oh yeah, it's very diverse. And Jimmy's only read the first book. Shell's read them. But yeah, the animals talk. In fact, Chuko talks. Shell, there's 2 talking animals. I put 2 talking animals. Chuko does the sign language. He does a sign language, and then there's Panties who types. So there's 2 talking animals. Anyways, I'm 2 hours in. I can barely talk. I love y'all. Please support. Tell your friends. Tell your memas. Tell your aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews, roommates. It doesn't matter. Tell everybody. Tell people you see on the street. Please buy the book. This is my last chance. Last chance. Buy the book. Last Freak Show. Book 1, Flamin' Fortune by S.E. Johnson. Go buy the book. Enjoy it. Love it. Review it. Even if you hate it, go review it. I love y'all. Thank you so much. But until next time, I have been E, you have been you. This has been the first video promoting The Last Freak Show, Book 1, Flamin' Fortune by S.E. Johnson. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Where's my end button? I don't have an end button. I forgot. Bye, King. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jimmy. Bye, Ty. Bye, Haley. Bye, J-Rod. Bye, Shell. I'll see you in a second. Bye, Ishmael. Bye, Shower Songs. Bye, everybody. Mwah, love you. Lazy, all of y'all. If I miss somebody, I'm sorry. I still love you. Ty, did I say Ty? Everybody, I love you so much. Thanks for your help with this book. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.